And we're back, mother suckers.
Oh, that's different. Okay.
Mix it up a little bit.
Mix it up for this extra special bonus episode.
It's not a bonus.
It's a bonus.
We don't give our fans bonuses.
You're welcome.
All we do is keep adding podcasts. We're not going to do bonus episode this, bonus episode that. But what we are doing is before every UFC fight card, we're going to release a podcast the day before or the morning of to give you our picks, break down the fights, and give you an extra show. So take that for what it's worth.
Yeah, instead of doing our picks after, or we do them before, but we end up releasing them after since we attach it to our normal podcast on Mondays.
Yeah, like a fucking couple of goddamn amateurs, right?
Well, one of us. But anyways, this time we'll be releasing our fight picks the day before, or maybe 2 days before, whatever, however it works out, and our normal podcast on Monday. So you're not missing out on anything. In fact, we'll still have MMA talk on Monday, but this is your big dosage of it right now.
Yeah, all things UFC 139. So tune in, motherfuckers. Bitch, not mother suckers, motherfuckers.
Wow.
If you want to get an easy lay,
No.
all you gotta do is go to Necto on Pride Night.
The reason you went is because boys bought you drinks.
That's part one.
How are you doing?
Good. Better than Pete Davidson.
Who's that?
Ariana Grande's ex.
Oh, damn. Jesus.
Yeah, they just broke up.
Just now?
No, like, I don't know when.
I think it was like 2 months ago.
No, it's very recent. Because,
Very?
Yes, because, like, you know that.
I'm almost positive we broke up at least 2 weeks ago. I saw a picture of
Maybe.
one Ariana Grande and two Pete Davidson is walking like all alone in the street looking like shit. Like, who won?
Who won?
That's what
Is
it
there
said.
ever really a winner?
In breakups?
Yes.
Probably.
I think both people win.
If someone cheats on you and you break up with them,
I think
you're a winner.
Both people win in the
If
long
you're in an
run.
abusive relationship and you leave them, you're a winner.
What was the point for it, bro?
Oh, I
is
wasn't
that
not
like
pointing
a-
at you. No, I was just pointing like I don't know.
I think both people can learn from a relationship 100%.
Yeah.
But anyways, I brought that up because you know how we were supposed to start the podcast like 15 minutes ago, and
Yep.
then I ran to the bathroom thinking I had to go pee, and I shit for 15 minutes.
40?
15?
40?
30?
30.
Okay. Anyways, I was watching this video. It was like the YouTubers React channel. You probably don't know them, but I watch them all the time.
I know.
And they're reacting to like the breakup because Ariana Grande made a song, and it talks
About the breakup?
it's like about all her exes, and it's called like "Thank You Next."
It was October 14th, by the way.
Yeah, it's not that far ago. Anyways, it's a couple
It's
weeks
almost
ago.
an entire month.
You said 2 months, bitch.
I said at least 2 weeks.
I priced it right at it. You lose.
I said at least 2 weeks.
Anyways, I thought the second verse of the song was pretty dope
Okay.
because she was saying, she was kind of making like fun of herself in the sense of she found somebody else already, and this time it's gonna work. Like, oh no, here we go, Ariana Grande jumping into another relationship.
Sure.
And then she's like, but this time it's gonna last forever because the name is Ari, like Ariana. Like, loving yourself. You know what I mean?
I heard a newsletter, like an actual not a newsletter, like a news headline, an actual headline that said Ariana Grande says she's dating someone named Aubrey. No, she's just saying Ari. That's what the headline said. Apparently, they thought she was talking about Drake. Aubrey Graham.
That's his name.
Aubrey Drake. Duh.
I had no idea.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, I don't know. I thought that was pretty dope. Apparently, she's like the new Mariah Carey. Which
What does that even mean?
I'm saying this as far as, okay, here's my thought process.
Okay, this is your interpretation of that?
You know, I got a gay cousin, right?
Sure.
And you know how gay people like idolize certain women singers and shit.
Sure. Seems
Yeah.
to be a trend.
And whenever I went to Necto in Ann Arbor on Fridays, Pride
I'm
Night,
assuming was a lot.
yes, picked up girls there. It's a night trick.
That's an awful thing to do. Let me tell you. No one agrees with that.
Listen,
the
guys.
reason they go on gay night is to get away from you.
Listen, my single friends.
Okay.
If you want to get an easy lay,
No.
all you gotta do is go to Necto on Pride Night.
The reason you went is because boys bought you drinks.
That's part one. So I got tipsy for free. Part two is there's a bunch of single girls there that just like to dance with their friends and whatever. And yes, you do get rejected a lot because you go in there like, no, bye, and they give you the hand or whatever, and like it's
Someone actually give you the hand.
Oh, I've gotten slapped before, bro.
Whoa, that's not what I thought you meant. Jesus.
Anyways, but if you can get in, like if you actually like have like a good interaction with somebody, you're pretty much in because there's like zero competition.
Do you mean in like?
In like as in like you're getting the lay. your mission is accomplished. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like a Navy fucking SEAL, they have a mission and they have to fucking accomplish that mission.
Yeah.
And sometimes you know you're going to accomplish that mission before you actually accomplish it.
Okay.
Like, you're trending on success. That's what happens. And it's
See,
like virtually impossible to like derail yourself because it's not much you can really do to fuck up at that point.
I set you up for a euphemism for being in, but you decided to go with Navy SEALs and succeeding a mission.
It's because I've been reading a
whatever.
book from Jocko, whatever his name is, Extreme Ownership. But we don't have to talk about it right now. Fuck Necto. We're done with that.
What?
I was telling you the ins and outs of it. You go there when you're
That was
straight
it?
on Pride Night, and you get a bunch of chicks, and you get free drinks.
I thought you were leading to something, not Navy SEAls.
No, actually, this whole I don't know what it was going. I was just wanting to talk.
This is a weird ass tangent.
The reason why we're having this episode is
Discussion.
because we want to talk about UFC 139 Fight Night.
Is that what this is?
Yes, that was leading eventually to UFC 139.
Why did you tell me that? I had no idea. I would have made some MMA themed jokes or something. Talked about MMA in any way or form.
You gonna make an MMA joke about Necto picking up women at a
I'm
gay
sure
club?
there's something there. Gotta be.
Maybe if you're a better actor.
I don't know what that has to...
Anyways.
Before the podcast, I challenged Nick to an act-off, I suppose,
Act off.
to prove who's the better actor, even though we both have no experience in it. Although I was in a school play once. I quit before it started, but I was a robot.
I was in a school play once.
What was it about?
I forget, but I was the light guy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? In middle school, Mr.
that's-
Bergeron's class. Shout
That's
out. You know
part
what I'm
of...
talking about?
That's part of production.
Yes.
You were not an actor. But I was an actor. I was on the
quit.
sheet.
You
I was
quit.
still on the sheet, motherfucker.
Quit. I actually went and I fucking did this.
Only
shit.
reason I quit is because I didn't want to do it.
Okay. Where was that going?
It's going right where it ended.
Jesus Christ. So
So this episode is going to be about UFC 139 then?
yes, the Korean Zombie
Mm-hmm.
versus Frankie Edgar.
Wrong.
Psych.
Wrongo.
Korean Zombie versus Yair Rodriguez.
Pantera.
This is the 25th anniversary fight card. Did you know that?
Yes.
Which to me, 25th anniversary, I'm like, should be a bigger card. But it got like a lot of fights that are supposed to be like fan favorite fights.
Sure. Some definitely high profile names, even though they may not be, high up in the rankings or anything.
Yeah, they got some names. The first one I want to talk about is one fight in FS1 prelims. I'm not going to go through every single fight because there's some of them that I don't know, if I'm being honest.
Okay.
And I didn't want to
Give any limited knowledge.
I didn't want to fake oh, I know this. I hate when people fake that shit because it just comes off disingenuous and you can look like a fucking retard.
You can't even spell disingenuous.
So what? I can say it. That's all that matters, bitch. Anyways, Amanda Bobby Cooper, ABC Cooper from Detroit.
Okay. Does she have any other nicknames?
She's facing ABC.
Okay.
She's facing Ashley Yoder.
I don't know who that is.
She's pretty hot.
Is that the basis? That
They're both good looking. ABC is hotter in my opinion. But
What are their records?
Amanda's 4-4. Ashley Yoder is 5-4.
Ooh.
Yes, this is in the 115 pound division. What is that? Straw weight. Sorry. Duh. Yeah. There was a scare this morning with Amanda Cooper when she weighed in because the dumbass commission when she weighed in, they're like, Amanda Cooper, 126 pounds, and then she was like, what? And everyone was like, oh, they must have read that wrong. So they put her back on the scale, and her face was like super sucked in. Like you could tell she was fucking drained.
Yeah.
A lot of water out of her. And then they weighed her again. They goes 117 pounds, and she goes,
What
no,
is happening?
there is not 117 pounds. And then they took it. She took her shit off, and they redid it. And then they said 116 pounds, and everyone started clapping like woo. But to me, that sucks as the fighter. You're going through all that extra unnecessary drama because they fucked up that first weigh-in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But anyways, as far as this fight goes, Amanda Cooper, her background is boxing. She has a boxing background.
Yep.
And Ashley Yoder she has jiu-jitsu based background. So this is kind of like a stand-up ground
Striker
specialist,
versus grappler.
which typically always goes in the grappler's favor.
Grappler. Yep.
And also, I believe Ashley Yoder, I don't think she's from Colorado, but I think she lived there or trained there for a little bit. So she's kind of like the fan favorite in that sense.
Sure.
And she's the favorite to win the fight. It kind of sucks because from Detroit,
Right.
I root
Obviously,
for Amanda Cooper.
have some bias.
They both lost to Mackenzie Dern. So there's that going on for them.
Okay.
But as far as their their skills and how they match up against each other. I think if Amanda can stop the takedown, she may be able to outstrike her. But Ashley Yoder has fought some stiff competition as far as just like talent wise in the division. So I'm leaning towards Ashley Yoder.
I'm kind of leaning towards Ashley Yoder.
Are we gonna do like
actual picks?
Yes.
I don't even see that. Like I'm looking at your list here, your notes.
Yeah, because I didn't have this on my notes. Bitch.
It's the only fight not on your notes.
Quit looking at my notes, dude.
I have to.
Why? No, you don't.
I don't trust you to talk about what you're going to talk about correctly.
You can do your own notes.
I don't need to do that.
Here's the thing about Ashley Yoder. She's lost 3 in a row.
Okay. And Amanda Cooper's last 3 is what? 2 wins and
I think she's 2. She lost 1 lost. That's what. Yeah. She won the fight. You remember when we went to the UFC 228 Detroit? Yep. She fought there and she won.
Yep, remember that.
Yeah, but that wasn't like against the best competition. I believe that was Beck Rawlings.
Yeah, it was just an introduction fight for her.
It was a hometown fight.
Yeah. That's right.
But then she fought Mackenzie. Darren Mackenzie weighed extra 10 fucking pounds. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And she got caught. That was one of those things where you got to watch the fucking hands of a ground specialist because you're worried about the takedown and then you're like your body's like stands low and then you keep your chin up and then boom you get dropped and then whatever. You just gotta make sure like anything can happen in MMA, so it's kind of shitty in that sense. I really wanted her to beat Mackenzie, take her star power and just rise up because she is talented, but shit happens, you know.
Sure.
But when I was talking about Ashley Yoder, the people that she's fought as far as like stiffer competition, she fought Angela Hill, and Angela Hill has fought like the who's who in the flyweight division. So and she hung in there standing up with her. And I think Angela Hill is better stand up than Amanda Cooper. So that's why I'm leaning towards Ashley Yoder. But if you want to do shots, I'll go with the hometown girl. I'm okay
with that.
ABC Cooper.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
I typically like going with the grapplers in these scenarios, wrestlers especially. So
except when it's against Conor McGregor.
Obviously.
And you lose.
That's not necessary to bring up right now. Thank you.
Okay, so right to the main card. So you're picking Yoder, I'm picking Cooper. The next fight is Triziano? I think that's his name. Trizano versus Luis Pena. Do you know anything about either one of these guys?
Pena is undefeated, and he is not friends with Mike Perry.
He's not friends with Mike Perry? Why is that? I don't know. Tell me why.
I honestly don't know. I'll look it up. But that was another headline that I saw that was just strange to me. But it specifically said that Mike Perry is not friends with Luis Pena.
Well, Trees is also undefeated. He's 8-0 if you didn't know that.
Okay, I did not.
Yeah. And he's also the Tough 24 winner, I believe. He's one of the tough winners. But here's the thing with Pena. He has a really good ground game, and he's an exciting fighter. Whereas Trizano. Huh?
Trizano.
Bro, I can't have you constantly fucking...
Well, then say it right.
How do you say it?
Trizano.
Huh?
Trizano.
Trizano?
Trizano.
Triziano.
Trizano.
Trizano.
Yeah, Trizano.
Trizano.
Yes.
Trizano.
Yes.
Okay. He is more of a
Who is?
balance-based fighter. He has 2 wins by knockout and 2 wins by submission.
Okay.
So I looked up the odds. I forget what the fucking odds are. Let me see if I can find them.
Minus 300 and...
Yeah, Pena's a 3-1 favorite.
And Trizano's plus 250.
Yes, I think this might be a good bet as far as if you're trying to bet on an underdog for this card.
Really?
You're trying to make some money.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think Pena has more experience in the UFC. For sure. So
Pena's the favorite.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he's minus 300.
Is he?
Yes, you just said that. 3-1.
My bad. I read
dummy?
that wrong. No wonder why he's fucking the fucking...
You big dumb
yeah,
dummy?
He's the favorite. Yeah, so I'm going with Pena.
This is why I'm reading your notes.
I think he's going to win by submission.
So he's got... You think that you're going to trust that good ground game?
Yeah.
Trizano won the Ultimate Fighter?
Yeah, Trizano won the Ultimate Fighter. And I don't know much about him. I was looking up some of the fights that he's had, and he looks okay everywhere. He has decent footwork, but there's nothing that was like spectacular that I've seen from him.
I found the source to that headline about Mike Perry and Luis Pena.
Okay.
I'm going to play it for you. Okay, there's no sound. Hang on a second.
Oh my god.
I got it. Production value is through the roof right now. For some reason, it's just muted. There we go.
Here for the fight. He's a good guy. Why you gotta be gay with it? We best friends. Are these people your best friends? You're standing pretty close to them.
Sure.
Your hair's pretty fucking friendly. Motherfucker. Any other fucking questions?
I guess someone asked him if they're best friends. And he said that was gay, and the reporter's hair is friendly.
I don't think that means that they don't like each other.
I said they weren't friends.
I think
Because that's what he said.
I think he just got legit butthurt by that question and then just try to like...
What was the fucking question?
You and Luis Pena, best friends? I keep seeing you on your vlog. You guys hanging out all the time.
That's not my vlog. He's here for the fight. He's a good guy. Why you gotta be gay with it?
Yeah, I think Mike Perry just got a little butthurt about that.
Seems like it. Whatever.
Wow. You gotta love Platinum Perry.
He's real.
He is real. So yeah, Pena by submission.
Not best friends with Mike Perry.
Yeah, and you gotta go with how do you say it? Trizano?
Trizano.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next fight. Barber versus Clitoris.
Wow. Holy shit.
Cliff Cyphers?
How is that anywhere near clitoris? There's
joking.
like
I was joking.
two similar letters in there.
To be a joke.
You're a
Fucking
joke.
Wow, bro. Anyways, Barber is a hometown girl.
She's okay.
They're both of them are debuting in the UFC right now, and Barber is a lot bigger than her.
They're both debuting.
Yeah, so they're both their UFC debut.
Wow. Where are they from? Do you know?
Barber is from Colorado.
That's not what I meant. Are they from any like previous promotions?
I don't
promotions?
know. I don't know. I didn't look up their fights beforehand.
Gotcha.
I can see real quick.
So Barber is undefeated. She's finished 4 of her last 5.
Yeah, she is one of the few flyweights that is consistently finishing fights. And she's a huge favorite for this fight, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah,
minus 420, blaze it.
Yeah. And then, how do you say her name? How would you say it?
It looks like Cyphers.
Cyphers. One thing I thought was respectable about her is her work ethic. Because she has a full-time job as well.
Blah.
And I was looking at her fighter profile. I'll read it to you real quick. Just to prove all you motherfuckers that I can read too.
Are you Floyd? What? What is this?
You remember in the last podcast I was trying to read some fucking medical shit?
Yeah, high school reading level.
Yeah. They asked her about her training. And she says, I do sit-ups and push-ups every morning before I go to work. On my lunch break, I get 3 miles of running in, which is kind of like what I did at like my old job. Which I thought it's dope to get that in.
Except
like,
you're not also an MMA fighter.
Yeah, and I'm not done. She says, after work in the evenings, I do pad work for an hour and then do another hour of jiu-jitsu and then a half hour of striking. So like she's consistently fucking
day.
going at it. That's after work. On top of the 3 miles at work and then her sit-ups and push-ups in the morning.
Goodness.
So I'm like, yeah, this chick has a really good work ethic.
Yeah, she said the pad work, and I was like, oh, that sounds like it could be a good little exercise after work, and then it gets going
Pad
and
working
going and
is,
going.
like, a lot of exercise, realistically.
Yeah, for sure.
So I don't think she's gonna get tired in this fight at all. Like if this fight turns into a grueling fight, I may give her the edge, but hometown girl, she definitely has everything trending in her direction. She can finish fights. She's really aggressive, and she's a lot bigger than her. Like a lot
bigger?
Yeah, she looks a lot bigger, and she looks stockier and bigger. So when you see somebody like a Till versus a Cowboy that are stockier and bigger,
Yeah.
fuck.
A little dicey. Well, sucks for you because it's my pick, isn't it?
I'm gonna go with the fucking work ethic then.
That's fine.
Well, yeah, Barber's gonna win the fight, guys. If you're gonna pick Barber, but I have to go with Cyphers, whatever her name is. Sorry, shout out to you. I forgot your name.
And called her clitoris. Yep.
Yes,
Great.
she has one, right?
Jesus.
Next fight is Benel Dariush.
Is that the next fight? You
Yes.
really did your notes out of order.
So what, bro? Versus Thiago. How about you quit looking at my notes?
Because how am I supposed to know who to pick?
Oh my God, I gotta
kidding.
fucking like get this shit out of here.
Password lock. You're using my note service, you fool.
I'm like kind of annoyed that you're looking at it.
I'm not looking at it anymore. I turned it off, you fucking baby.
Thiago is from the Tuesday Night Fight Contender Series.
Okay.
So he's one of the few fighters that actually fought there and got signed. Benel Dariush is...
I've heard of him.
He's one of the top 15, top 20 lightweights in the world.
Right.
So I think Benel is going to steamroll him, if I'm being honest. Benel, his record has not been the greatest recently, but he has beat elite fucking fighters.
Certainly enough to warrant a bigger fight than a Tuesday Night Contender winner?
Well, he's lost like 3 in a row, I believe.
I see.
Let me double check.
How old is he? Do you know?
Yeah. He's 29. He's still young.
That's not bad.
Yeah, he lost. He lost 2 and the one was a draw.
Mm-hmm.
So like, but before that, let me show you his history. He beat Michael Johnson.
Okay.
He beat Jim Miller.
Okay.
He beat Darren Cruikshank. And he lost to Michael Chiesa, which that at the time Michael was like trying to be like a superstar.
Yep.
And then he came back and knocked out James Vick. He was the first guy to finish James Vick.
Okay.
And then he beat Rashid Magomedov. So he beat one of them, you know.
One of them.
And then he got knocked out brutally by Edson Barboza. I'm sure you've seen that. It was a fucking perfectly timed knee when Benel went for a takedown.
Yep.
Just boom, KO'd him, flatlined him. Benel was winning that fight, outstriking Edson and just outworking him. And then he just got caught.
Like,
Yoel
Romero.
Yeah, I was gonna say he got Romero.
Damn.
And then he fought Evan Dunham, and it was a draw, which he should have won that fight based on his like past and his how technical he is and shit like that. Yeah, his talents, he should have been able to beat him. So he was kind of like on a skid there. I don't know if that was because of the knockout. It's something was in his head. Like obviously when you get knocked out devastatingly like that for the first time, I imagine this next fight you're kind of nervous.
You're gonna be a little gun shy.
Hesitant.
Yeah.
And then he fought Alexander Hernandez and he got knocked out again in the first round. So this is a bounce back fight for him.
I see.
And
I mean, it better be.
it's one of those fights where if he loses this fight, then okay, you're kind of like trending out of the UFC.
Yeah.
Maybe you're out of your prime.
Yeah.
And if Thiago wins this fight, then boom, you get yourself in like the top 15 already. Like, good luck.
Sure. Yeah, I guess. Welcome to the Wolves.
So, but I watched the Tuesday Night Contender Series fight. He seems he's good. He got decent hands in that, but I think Benel's better everywhere. He's way more technical. He's had more experience. So I'm going with Benel.
Okay.
I mean, what are the odds on this one?
Well, based on what you've said, that doesn't necessarily mean that Thiago doesn't have a chance at all. Cause
Yeah, it's like very close. Benel's only a minus 140 favorite.
So if Dariush is gun shy like he has been, and if he gets knocked out real quick, real easy, like
it's possible, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think if anything, he may lose a decision. Like he's going to be hesitant in the first round. He's not going to get himself set up. But I mean, it's either you fucking show up this fight or you don't. And I have faith in him. I think he's a veteran, so I think he'll be able to bounce back.
okay, I can respect that. I'll be happy when you take the shot, though.
I think realistically, it's going to be 2-2 at this point because Yoder's probably going to win, so I have to take a shot, and then Pena's going to submit Triziano.
God damn you, man!
Trizano. And then you're going to take a shot. And then Barbara's going to win. I'm going to take a shot. And then Dariush is going to win. You're going to take a shot.
I'm not sure it'll be that way.
And then the next fight is Raquel Pennington versus Jermaine Durandamy.
Raquel Pennington, who just missed weight.
Did she? So, like for this fight? What did she weigh in at?
I'll find it, but do your thing.
Well, obviously, this is her first fight back after losing to Amanda Nunes. And I don't know if you remember the controversy in that fight.
I do not. Remind me.
She was getting dominated the whole fucking fight. And then in the fifth round, in between... it was the fifth round. Like in between the fourth and fifth round in the break when she's in the corner, she was telling her coaches she's done and she can't do it. She wants to stop. But her coaches pushed her and said, if you quit right now, you're going to regret it. Like, go out there and fucking fight. It's still possible. You can knock her out. And then she went back out and just got demolished and got finished. So a lot of people were giving their coaches a lot of hate, saying they should have stopped the fight. Her fight, Raquel said she didn't want to go in there. And then there was other people that said, coaches know their fighters more than anybody else, so you shouldn't really judge them. And it was more like, I think it's because she was a woman, or she is a woman, so people like got more emotional opposed to a man.
Right. I mean, it's a completely different story if you look at like Anthony Pettis.
Right. And they both were on Ariel Helwani's podcast that Monday, and the coach said, he's like, listen, I know Raquel. Like, you guys don't know Raquel. If I did not let her go out there, she would have regretted that for the rest of her life. She would have hated me. Then Raquel went on later, and Raquel said, I absolutely agree with my coach. I'm thankful that he let me out there. It was just sometimes I need to get motivated in tough times, and it was just one of those moments. So I'm not mad at her coach.
Sure.
But it seems like Raquel's spirit can be broken. And I was already leaning towards Jermaine.
She's 2 pounds over.
That makes me even lean towards her even more because she didn't come in the best shape possible. And this is in Colorado where it's really hard to breathe. So
apparently she trains there from what I'm reading right.
Does she?
Like literally at the second. Hang on a sec.
Well, I'm not. Oh yeah, she does. She's no shit. She fucking fights out of Colorado because she's a favorite there, like a hometown girl. Mm-hmm. But I don't think she's the favorite to win this fight at all.
Yeah, she trains in Colorado Springs. Jermaine trains in the fucking Netherlands, which is basically sea level.
Yeah, Jermaine's minus 165. And here's the thing about Raquel. Mm-hmm. She's good everywhere, but she's not a tactician, or she's not a specialist in any like MMA, any type of MMA.
Sure.
Not Muay Thai, not boxing, not kickboxing, not jiu-jitsu.
The old jack of all trade.
Yes.
Master of none.
And the only person that she's really beat that's like a notable, like, oh my God, like profile fight was Miesha Tate. But that was at the end of Miesha Tate's career.
Right.
And Miesha Tate is not really a specialist either.
True. She's mostly like gets by on will alone.
Yes. And when her spirit was out of it and she didn't want to fight anymore,
that's when she stopped.
It makes her an easier opponent. True. Compared to a specialist.
True.
Germaine Durandamy, on the other hand, is 46-0 in Muay Thai. She beat Holly Holm, which obviously you got to put that in quotations, because I'll say this. I think she outstruck Holly, but she hit her twice after the bell, and she didn't get a point taken away once. And both times she hit her was devastating strikes. So who knows how much damage that did to Holly.
I don't think it was devastating.
It was 1,000%.
Define devastating.
When your knees buckle and you almost get dropped, that's a devastating strike.
I don't think it was devastating.
Well, I don't care what you think. I'm telling you, any strike after the bell, when your hands are down and you're not expecting to get punched, that's a devastating hit. Just like Aldo versus Mendez too. When Aldo hit him after the bell in the first round, it dropped him. And he had to hurry up and come back and recover. Like, recover. Like, your head's not going to be in it as much as it would have been. That's one extra punch into extra damage to your head, you know?
Sure. It's not like it was 3 seconds after the bell or anything.
It was fuck. She got like 2-3 strikes in the first time. And the second time it was like 1 or 2. 1,000%.
Go on.
She should have taken a point away. Holly's my baby girl. I'll always fucking...
It's in the past. Go on.
So yeah, Germaine is a tactician. Mm-hmm. She puts on striking clinics. And she's super strong. She fought at the 145-pound division. Mm-hmm. So I don't see Raquel taking her down. And this is her first fight back since Holly. So it's not like Germaine's been on a losing streak. She just didn't want to fight Cyborg, realistically.
Right.
And then she came back down to 135 pounds. And she has a great record. She's super talented. I think it's going to be a rough night for Raquel. This is not a good fight for her to bounce back. And then hearing that she missed weight makes it even worse, in my opinion. So, who you picking, bud?
God.
I mean, for Raquel, this is in her hometown. So, obviously, you're going to have that kind of support behind you. You're going to have the fans for you. Obviously, Germaine's going to have them against her wherever she goes, because Germaine is hated now because she didn't fight Cyborg. Everyone knows she ducked Cyborg. And obviously, she has her opinion on it. She was on Ariel's podcast, and she was explaining why. And because she told the UFC right before she even accepted the fight at featherweight that she wasn't going to defend it. She was going to go right back down to bantamweight. She said she wanted to be a bantamweight fighter, but the UFC needed a 145-pound opponent, so they had her go up. So it's kind of the UFC, like, if Germaine's correct,
forcing the situation.
Yeah, and then Germaine put her foot down, but because she put her foot down, she got all this negative media towards her. You know,
I guess I could see it, but who knows?
Yeah,
everyone has a story.
So, who you picking, bud?
I'm gonna pick Raquel Pennington. I'm going
Seriously?
Hometown hero. Overweight fighters always win, man.
They have won a lot this year, man.
That's not the reason I'm picking her, because it's 2 pounds, and I'm pretty sure Jermaine's gonna be bigger anyway. But I think 1, the hometown advantage. 2, the air, whatever that's called, the altitude is gonna be a factor. I could see Germaine gassing out. I'm gonna go with.
Really?
I
think you're a
3rd round.
I think you're gonna be extremely
rear naked
upset.
choke. What's going on?
Germaine could fight 5 full rounds going full speed, son.
Maybe in the Netherlands.
Her takedown accuracy or defense is 86.49%. Raquel's takedown average is 35.48%.
Jesus, girl.
Yeah, so let me see who Germaine has lost to. She has a 7-3 record, so I'm assuming she's lost to probably some grapplers, or maybe like early in her MMA career. Because I honestly don't know. She lost to Amanda Nunes, first round knockout. Damn.
First round knockout.
Amanda's just a savage, though.
It's true.
She lost to Julia Budd. I don't even know who that is. Round 3 decision unanimous. That was in Strikeforce. And then the other fight's not on here. But she hasn't really beat any notable MMA fighters other than Holly Holm. But she has an amazing Muay Thai record. She's a legit fighter. So I'm going with Jermaine. I think this would be a relatively easy fight for her.
Well, you don't have a choice because I already picked Raquel. So
next fucking fight. The people's main events. Donald Cowboy Cerrone versus Mike Platinum Perry.
Someone. Used to really like Cowboy. Especially when we watched that combo against Rick Story. He was trending upwards, since we're using the word trending in this episode a lot.
He's had a few of those where he's won a significant amount of fights in a row. And then he gets up to a really, really high-profile fight. And then shit usually goes down south for him.
It does seem to be predicated on how friendly the pre-fight antics are. For example, his fight against Yancey. You're pretty friendly.
Cowboy does really, really well when he has time to warm up in the fight. And if people give him respect inside the cage and they're not going at him like a mad dog, he usually can warm up. And then when Cowboy's warmed up, he's one of the best strikers and the best fighters.
This sounds like you're setting up for a Mike Perry pick.
Here's the thing, though. Is this my pick?
It is your pick.
Okay. I want to, obviously, there's drama between the camps.
Yep.
Because Mike Perry joined Greg Jackson's Jackson Winks Gym.
Yep.
Cowboy already trained there. He was one of the OGs there. And Cowboy took offense to it because he was like, hey, how about you guys don't train him for just this fight? Because you know my tricks, you know my weaknesses, my strengths, and it's kind of not fair. And Mike Winklejohn, per Cowboy Cerrone, didn't say yes or no face to face, and then the next day called him up and then told him, no, we're gonna go with Mike Perry because he pays, pretty much. And Cowboy took extreme offense to that, said this is bullshit, you can even tell me this to my face. So he's on his shit list, you know what I mean? So Cowboy's like, fuck you, fuck that gym, blah blah blah. Cowboy and Greg Jackson still have a really good relationship. It's mostly just Cowboy and Winklejohn. But everything that Cowboy said on Joe Rogan's Experience on this podcast, and just him running his mouth, saying that Winklejohn is a one-trick pony. He trains people with the same. He's not really loyal. He all he does is care about money. A lot of Greg Jackson's fighters have whoa, Cowboy, you haven't even been here. You barely come here, and when you're here, you're only here for yourself. You've never been a training partner for other fighters. So you got one person telling some of the truth, probably. You got another person telling some of the truth, probably. And I'm sure the truth is in a medium in between the two. So there's drama there. And obviously Mike Perry is kind of stuck in the middle of it, and it's not even his drama.
Right.
They just picked him, and he's just there, And from what Perry says is he's like, Cowboy was never here. This ain't his gym, from what everybody's telling him. And Perry is a training partner to everybody. He's trying to, what he's saying, he sees a lot of people training there. They're doing everything right. They're training, but they just don't got that fire in them. And I put that fire in them.
It's a good imitation.
Yeah. So I can see that too, 1,000%. Because just from me personally, my jiu-jitsu experience, I'd never really had that fire in me to go hard. You know what I mean?
You have to flex every time you say it.
Fire in me. You know? You gotta be like Platinum Perry. If you're gonna be like Platinum Perry, you gotta have a fucking flex.
That's true.
That guy is fucking something else. He's real. And I respect that big time. Yeah. I've been a Platinum Perry fan for a while now.
That's true.
And yeah. So that's where the drama's at. But as far as the matchup goes, if you look at people who Cowboy has fought, he has fought the elite of the elite in the lightweight division and the welterweight division to some extent. He's fought Darren Till.
Yeah.
And obviously we see what happened. But he's also, you know how you were saying the intimidation thing, how typically he does get intimidated?
Yeah.
And whenever he does, he loses, which that and when you put pressure on him. Rafael dos Anjos demolished him 2 times, put pressure on him because he's a pressure-based fighter. You got Nate Diaz, who just fucking straight up mind-fucked him on another level. He really did.
He lost a fight before it started?
Yes, big time. And Cowboy will even admit that. He did. And then you got...
What fighter's going to admit that?
Cowboy did.
Oh, he did admit it, you said?
Yes, yeah.
Gotcha.
And then Darren Till fucking mollywopped him. And then I'm pretty sure... I don't know offhand. Let me look at Cowboy's record real quick. But pretty much whoever intimidates him, think has an edge.
Right.
But there's been 2 cases that I could think of where there's a pressure fighter situation where Cowboy has won. One of them was Melvin Gillard, which he fought in Colorado back in the day. But they were training partners back in the day, and Cowboy said he's going to big brother him. So I'm sure that probably when they trained, he was like the better fighter.
Yeah.
He always thought in his head he was, and Melvin probably thought he wasn't. So that the big brother mentality.
So it's like the pressure was reversed there.
Yeah, but Melvin dropped him in the very beginning of the fight and almost finished him. But then Cowboy came back and clipped him and knocked him out in the first round. It's like one of the rare first round finishes for Cowboy. And then Matt Brown was another fight where he finished the fight and Matt Brown was putting the pressure on him in the very beginning of the fight, the whole fight, and he was trying to intimidate him. That being said, Matt Brown was kind of winning the fight up until the fucking head kick knockout. So I think you can get in Cowboy's head still. I really do. And another person who did, who I just remembered after seeing it.
After looking at it, yeah.
Jorge Masvidal.
Oh, shit.
Remember when he knocked his ass out
Yeah.
clean? So
I'm definitely seeing what you're saying. These aggressive guys.
yes, but if you look at the people who he's fought, and like he's fought Leon Edwards, who is a trending welterweight, who he lost to. He beat Yancy Medeiros. He got destroyed by Till. He lost to Robbie Lawler. He lost to Masvidal. He beat Matt Brown. He beat Rick Story, that unbelievable knockout. Beat Patrick Cote, who's a good welterweight. Then Alex Cowboy Oliveira. Then he lost to Dos Anjos. But before that, he beat John McDessie, Benson Henderson, Miles Jury, Eddie Alvarez, Jim Miller, Edson Barboza. Like he's fought the who's who in both divisions. He's a very, very, very elite fighter, and he's a veteran.
It's true. He's been around the block for sure.
If he wins this fight, he's gonna have the most wins in UFC history.
Wow.
If you didn't know that, yeah,
I didn't know that.
It's tied with Bisping right now. And that's his edge that I think he has over Perry.
Big motivation.
Other than his reach and his kicks and that. And his ground game, the people he's fought, he has way more experience. Mike Perry, like his biggest fight is maybe Paul Felder. Like he's fought Max Griffin and Santiago Ponzinibbio. Jake Ellenberger, he's destroyed.
Yeah.
He lost to Alan Jouban. Pretty much the elite strikers that know how to use footwork, that don't fall in love with the fucking brawl 'em style with Perry, beat him.
Just pick him apart.
Yes. But that was before he joined Greg Jackson's. Because, like, Paul Felder has that. He is a striker, and he's an elite striker. So, ideally, he should have been able to use his footwork to win the fight.
Right.
But since he's been with Greg Jackson, he implemented wrestling. He took Felder down a few times, and he implemented being just better footwork and being more composed instead of just trying to go after somebody. You know, he still had that ferociousness, but he also used his brain. So that's like,
which is new for Mike Perry.
yes, makes him pretty dangerous
For sure.
because he's strong, he's durable, he's never been knocked out. He's been tagged, but he's never been knocked out. And fighters that have that fucking fire inside of them that can also fucking mix things up, like look at Robbie Lawler in his prime. That's a dangerous fucking fighter, right?
Sure, yeah.
So Platinum Perry could turn into the next Robbie Lawler, in my opinion.
Bold take, Cotton. We'll see how it pans out.
So all that said, right? The drama, the pressure on Cowboy, the pressure on Perry. There's pressure on Perry because he has to like win this fight for his camp, you know?
Right.
There's pressure on Cowboy because he has to fucking stick it to Mike Winklejohn. And it's in his hometown, and if he wins this fight, it's the biggest, he'll be the most winningest fighter in UFC history.
Man, that's a lot riding on it.
Yeah, and in my opinion, whenever Cowboy has all this pressure on him, he tends to fucking crumble.
It sounds like you're leading towards a pick of Mike Perry.
Obviously, I'm picking Mike Perry because I like Mike Perry, and I kind of think I like Cowboy. Like, I respect him, that he's I'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. I respect his lifestyle. He has a risk-taking lifestyle that you can sometimes almost envy.
Sure.
Like, damn, man, that guy's just, like, he faces his fears and he just fucking goes for it. So I respect that. Like, big time. Like, he almost died in that scuba diving thing, and he wants to go back out scuba diving. He's like, fuck yeah, whatever. But there's some things that he does that I don't agree with, and I think, okay, you're a doucher. Like, so, and if I'm siding with Perry, and I think Cowboy's a doucher, that just, like,
That's something.
yeah. That could just be, I'm from Detroit. I don't know.
Probably.
Who knows?
That's probably it.
Yeah, but I'm leaning with Mike Perry. I like Mike Perry. I think that his personality gives him a bad rap. I think people think of him as this just ignorant person that doesn't know shit. That's just this fucking wannabe gangster fighter or whatever. I don't think that's the case at all. I think he's smarter than he puts on, and I think that he's learning a lot. And he is I think he's humble, and he's willing to learn. And his ego ain't that big. opposed to like a
His
cowboy.
ego ain't that big.
His ego is not big in the sense that he's not gonna. He'll listen to his coaches, say, "Okay, you're doing this wrong. You need to do this more."
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Because there's fighters that have a high ego that think that they don't need to be coached a certain way. Mike Perry will listen.
I'm pretty sure Mike Perry loves himself more than anything else in the world.
I respect that.
Mike Perry's the kind of dude who would scream his own name during sex. That's the kind of guy that we're talking about here. There's definitely an ego there, but I understand what you're saying. If you're easy to teach, it like skyrockets your growth. And that applies to everything, really.
Yeah. And if you're humble in the sense that you are acknowledging that you need to work on it.
You have to be. You have to be humble to be easy to teach. Yeah.
And I'm kind of shocked that he's the favorite, though, if I'm being honest, just because the competition that Cowboys fought. And it's not like Cowboys been like on this crazy losing streak. Yes, he's lost like 2 and then 3, but he's won in between those fights, too. So, and he's had a long layoff, which
I think
take that for what it's worth.
Right. I think Perry's potential is a bit higher right now than the other fighters that Cowboy has fought, at least recently.
I can see where you're saying that, because Perry, after his last fight against Felder, he showed that he has potential to grow and become a really good mixed martial artist, opposed to just a good fucking striker with unbelievable power. That fucking knockout over Ellenberger was ruthless.
It was, yeah.
Like, he dropped him twice before that knockout, and then he gave him an elbow from fucking hell and stiffed him. And not that many people can generate that much power from that close of a fucking stance. You know, he was like, he was right in front of him. And boom, elbow dropped. Almost like what DC did against
I was going to say shades of Cormier.
Yeah, shout out to Cormier, you know. He's a fucking G. That's what I'm saying. Did you know UFC 230 only had like 250,000 buys?
Really?
Yeah.
He's not a big draw, man.
No, I don't think it's necessarily that. I think it's all the drama that happened with the fucking fight card in the first place.
Yeah.
They were trying to get a huge pay-per-view main event, and they didn't. Nate fell out. That just goes to show you, like...
Yeah.
I think if Nate was on that fight card...
2 million buys!
No. I think it would have at least gone 750. I'd say that. I could say that confidently.
At least double it, huh? That's triple it?
Yeah.
At least triple it.
Yeah, I think easily. Nate and Poirier. Because that's a fucking high-level fight.
Yeah, that is. You're right.
So, yeah. I'm going with Perry. You're going with Cowboy.
Unfortunately.
And then we got the main events. Chan Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie, versus Yair Rodriguez. Supposed to be Frankie Yair.
Yeah. But Yair Rodriguez is like twice his size, throws spinning shit.
Twice the size of Frankie.
That's what I meant, yeah.
You remember what happened? Yair fought Frankie?
It was not good. It looked like he got stung by bees.
He looked like he got sunned there.
Yeah.
I guess like when you're like 16 and you're fucking getting sick of your dad and you're like, fuck you, man, I can fucking blah blah. Like you try to nut up on your dad and your dad's like, what? And he fucking grabs you and throws you down and lets you know, bitch, like you will forever be my son, type of thing. Well, that's pretty much what Frankie
That's
did.
Never happened to me because I have a good dad.
It's never happened to me either, but I'm just saying, like, me and my mom had the beef, not me and my dad. Anyways,
your mom throws hands.
Oh yeah, yeah, shout out to my mom.
Korean Zombie, he's been away for a while, right? When was the last time we even saw him?
He fought a year and a half ago, I believe. Here, I'll break down Chan Sung Jung, the Korean Zombie.
Okay.
Let me see. He beat Bermudez in February, and now he's fighting February of 2017. So it's been like a year and a half, almost 2 years, in long layoff because he blew out his ACL after that fight. But before that, he was off for 4 years.
Okay, that's a really long layoff. And
he was off because South Korea has mandatory military that you have to go to.
What? Like a draft or something?
Yes, like a draft. And he's a South Korean citizen, so he was forced to go.
Partake, I guess.
But I think a lot of people don't realize how good Korean Zombie is.
Probably not. If he's been away for a while, I can see that. Recency bias is definitely a thing in this sport.
He beat Leonard Garcia, who he lost to before, but then he came back and beat him in a round 2 submission, which was the submission of the night. It was an unbelievable submission. I forget the fucking name of it.
Unbelievable.
But it's one of the submissions. I think he's like the only person that's done it.
Seriously?
Yeah. Him and maybe one other person.
BJ Penn probably.
No. It must have been just recently.
Wasn't a go-go platter or anything?
No. And then he fought Mark Hominick, who he beat him in the first round knockout. And then he fought Dustin Poirier, main event. He submitted him in the 4th round, submission of the night. And then he fought Jose Aldo, which was a very competitive fight. And then He broke his arm in the 4th round, and then Otto noticed it, started kicking the fuck out of the arm, and then they had to stop the fight.
Damn.
Yeah. So then he had to do his mandatory leave. So that was in August 2013. That's when like the Korean Zombie was getting all this traffic. He was trending. He was trending to be like an elite top fighter in the featherweight division.
Yeah.
Then he came back 4 years later, and everybody thought,
surely you can't be the same.
Yeah, you can't just take 4 years off and then fucking come back and be the same.
Well, I guess it's not like he was just doing jack shit over there.
Sure, but I mean,
you're training to be in the military.
That's different.
It is 100% different.
Yeah,
but it toughens you in a similar way.
I'm sure, but 4 years off of fighting is like huge layoff.
Yeah.
So let's just say that.
Okay.
He came back against Dennis Bermudez, who was no slouch, and he knocked him out in the 1st round.
It's pretty goddamn convincing.
Yeah. Then he injured himself. Shit luck. And then now he's coming back, and he was supposed to fight Frankie, which I was excited for that fight.
That's a great fight, yeah.
Because obviously Korean Zombie has really, really good submissions. He's a great stand-up, and they call him the Zombie because that fucker can take a beating.
Right. He
Korean
keeps coming.
Yeah, and Frankie Edgar could take a beating too, excluding the Ortega fight.
Yep, that was the first time, right?
Yeah, first time ever finished, and that was brutal to watch, man.
Lifted him off the mat.
I can't believe Brian Ortega did that to him. He's a submission
Seriously?
specialist, man. He's trying to be fucking great.
Trending!
Him and Holloway are fucking... That's a great fight. Anyway,
That will be a good fight.
Yeah.
Neither here nor there.
Yeah, let's talk about this fight. So, he was supposed to fight Frankie, then Frankie got injured, so he had to pull out. Yair, on a 2-week notice, stepped up to the plate. Here's the thing that I'm worried about with Yair. He was supposed to fight Zabit Magomedsharipov, right? And for some reason, one or the other, he said that Zabit hasn't earned to fight him yet. He hasn't gotten the accolades to fight him yet. So you're ducking him, blah blah blah. And then Dana White cut him.
Yeah.
And said, if you're not willing to fight, then we don't want you.
I remember that.
And Yair says there is a lot of shit going on in his personal life. He didn't get into it, but he said there's a lot of shit that was going on behind the scenes that people don't know. So he talked to the UFC. They smoothed things over.
And they re-signed him 2 weeks later or something.
Yeah. So it was probably like Dana throwing a little fit, and they talked, and then blah blah blah. And he agreed to fight him, obviously.
Yeah.
But before that, Yair has fought. He hasn't fought really the greatest competition. He beat Andre Touchy-Feely, which he knocked him out in the 1st round, and that's a fight where Touchy-Feely's a stand-up striker as well, and that's kind of Yair's ballpark. You're gonna stand with me? Okay, let's see who happens.
Let me spin my foot into your face.
Yes, that's pretty much what happened. Then he fought Alex Caceres, which he barely beat him. It was a split decision fight because Alex also has a ground game.
Spinning shit versus spinning shit as well.
Yes, but Caceres also has a ground game, so he's willing to take him down. Then Yair fought BJ, the fucking pylon pen. It was just that was not.
I don't know
a fair
why that fight happened.
Yeah. And then he fought Frankie and got fucking humbled.
I don't know why that fight happened.
Because Yair was trying to be this amazing next fucking star.
Stupid trends.
And people thought Frankie wasn't. People thought he still
was
didn't
on the
have
down.
it. Yeah, and they were gonna try to make
Trending
a superstar
downwards.
out of Frankie. And Frankie said, "Bitch, what'd you say?"
I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna save that for Brian Ortega.
Turn that dude into a fucking punching bag.
Yes. I'm ground and pound punching bag. You know when they hold him on the ground, it's getting that ground and pound in. That's exactly what he did to fucking Yair. So now this is his first fight back since then, and it's been a year since he's fought. He fought in May of 2017. So they've almost been out the same amount of time. But here's the thing about Yair. I've been watching the interviews because I'm trying to see the mental game.
Right, where
you know
he's
how
at.
I love the mental game, but he seems genuinely happy. And he seems excited. I miss the media. I miss fighting because I'm so excited to fight. And he's saying how much he loves being happy and loves himself right now. He's you guys gotta learn how to love yourself, and that's a huge thing this year. It's just promoting self-love and
wholesomeness.
Yes, and staying on course. There's gonna be life throws things at everybody.
There'll be road bumps.
Yeah, but as long as you stay on course, you'll be fine. And that's how he feels he is right now as far as his MMA career. And even at the weigh-in, he looked when he cut weight, weighing in, usually people are I'm miserable, and then he's big old smile on his face, excited, can't even move. They stop moving.
Can't even move.
No, he couldn't stop moving. They kept telling him to stop moving because he couldn't even fucking weigh in because the scale was going crazy. So funny. I'm excited for this fight now. I think as far as their matchups, that all aside, the background, I think Yair has the edge standing up, but as far as their whole game, as a mixed martial artist, I think the Korean Zombie is a better fighter.
Yeah,
I think Korean Zombie can take him down, and if he does, I think he can easily submit Yair. Yair does not have the best ground game, as we've seen with Frankie. That being said, Frankie's an unbelievable wrestler, and he can control you on the ground. Korean Zombie, I don't know if he can control Yair as easily as Frankie did, but I still think it's better than Yair's. So I'm leaning with the Korean Zombie.
Well, it's not your turn to pick, is it?
No, but I know you're gonna pick Yair. Don't even act like you're not. That's your boy.
Okay, I was.
Don't fucking act stupid.
But whatever.
Yeah.
What I like from Yair, I can't even say his name, is the unpredictability of whatever the fuck he decides to do, which can be unrefined in the wrong setting. Hopefully it doesn't hurt him, but he knows how to use it. 2, Korean Zombie's been away for a while, but not like that's ever stopped him before. Yair's also been away for a while. You said it was pretty close.
Yeah, but Yair has never like came back from a long layoff and performed. Korean Zombie has.
Most people haven't.
True.
I don't know. I got no other reasons. Honestly, fuck it. I'm going with
You
Yair.
just like Yair.
I was thinking about it as you were describing everything. This is definitely a hard pick.
It is, because who knows what's gonna happen? Because part of me thought that Yair was probably pressured into accepting this fight. Because if he declined this fight,
He's probably gonna get cut again.
yes. And he also wants to prove that he's a fighter that he'll fight anywhere. And he fucking grew up in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying it was just a dream just to drive like 2 hours north to go to America. So he's definitely had a very, like, I imagine, like a humbling life.
Sure.
And he like doesn't take shit for granted. So I imagine he's had a life where he's fought a lot as a child. He's had like hard times. And obviously he's not afraid of fucking fighting somebody. I don't think he's afraid of fighting Zabit either, necessarily. So I don't know. I'm leaning with Korean Zombie though. I think Korean Zombie is gonna come back. He's gonna look like the more fresh fighter. He's obviously in better fighting shape compared to Yair. He had a 2-week camp literally.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's gonna take him down and submit him. I think it's gonna be fight of the night. No.
I mean,
I think it'll be fight of the night. I think Perry's gonna get knocked out of the night.
wow.
I think Perry's knocking Cowboy the fuck out.
Wow.
Cowboy,
Cold take, Cotton.
Cowboy predicted round 2 knockout on Perry.
Against himself? Oh, okay.
Perry's never been knocked out.
I was going to say.
So the only way Cowboy knocks him out is by a head kick, which is possible.
It's possible.
It's very possible.
He could probably kick directly over Perry.
Did you see the weigh-in?
A little bit. I saw
hilarious.
Cerrone was just laughing pretty much the entire time while you saw the flexing happen.
Yeah, Perry
like nonstop.
Yeah. He's like, you're looking old, man. And the Cowboy was like, I am old. And he goes, Perry's like, yeah, you are old.
Didn't Perry like turn away like pretty fast? I'm pretty sure
after that they both faced like, they turned and then
I'm pretty
Perry's
sure
like, ah!
I'm pretty sure Perry was trying to stop himself from laughing but couldn't, so he had to run. I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
And Cowboy was just cracking up
The whole time,
yeah. But
that's cool.
That's almost like a defense mechanism in my opinion.
You think so? Well, that's your defense mechanism usually, I think.
I'm not
Not
a
to
fighter.
point fingers. I'm just saying. It doesn't matter. I'm just saying. It's a common one. But I can see it. If he's trying to make the pressure seem less pressury, then he just laughs it off. Is there what's that word for pressury?
Less pressury.
The word for like, I don't know. Fuck it.
Anyways, so like to break down all the fights, just for the picks.
Them.
The picks, I think Yoder's going to beat Cooper. I think Pena is going to beat Trizano. Fuck you, bro. Barber's going to beat Cyphers. I think Benel's going to beat Tiago. And Jermaine's going to beat Raquel. I hope I'm not picking the fucking favorite in every single fights.
That's not even all your picks. I got Barber, you fuck.
Right, but I'm telling you like who I think is going to win.
Oh.
And I think I'm picking the favorites though.
Whatever, they're favorites for a reason.
Yeah, Perry, I think is going to beat Cowboy, but Cowboy being a 2-1 underdog is not a bad bet. Because I don't understand why he's a 2-1 underdog.
Yeah. It's got to just be recent performances.
Yeah.
Trends. Where you're trending.
And then I'm picking Chan Sung Jung over Yair. But I think that'll be fight of the night. I think it's going to be closer than what people think. And I also think it's going to go into the later rounds.
Championship rounds?
Yes.
It's hard not to love a Korean Zombie 5-round fight.
No, it's not. But guess what? We're fucking done with this podcast. There's just UFC 139 breakdown. Went on way too long. Guess how long this has been?
45 minutes.
56 minutes.
You said this was going to be 30.
Yes, well, time flies when you're having fun.
And when you spend like 20 minutes not knowing what the podcast is even about.
I was going to say time flies when you're having fun, and you started off by talking about picking up chicks at a gay bar.
Mm-hmm.
Gay club. Shout out to all the single ladies at Next.
All the single ladies in the gay bars.
That have given me quite the stories.
Quite the hands to the face as well.
Yes.
If you guys enjoyed this little bonus episode podcast, be sure to be on the lookout for the episode for this week coming out next Monday. It'll be after the fight picks, obviously. That's why we wanted to get this episode to you guys early, so you know what our picks are and how much I'm going to beat Nick, and we can all celebrate on the internet. It'll be great. I'll see you guys there.
Peace out, Girl Scouts.
No refuting, huh?
I'll refute tomorrow night when you're drunk as fuck and I take pictures of your ass.
That's not going to happen.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. It's gonna be. This is what happens when Dalton gets too drunk.
Uh-oh.
He fucking gets.
Watch your ears, guys.
This is what happens with Dalton. He'll be fucking straight up. Everything's cool, having a good time. Woo! Then he takes one too many shots. One too many. And then all of a sudden you just see that he's like, oh no. Something, his eyes look different. All of a sudden he's not talking to anybody. He's kind of looking away. He seems like a couple of times, choke it up a little bit.
No, I'm okay.
And then if he's in a public place, he may try to like locate soap a little bit, like wipe it away. I've seen him do that once. If we're home, he runs to the bathroom, throws up, stands over the fucking sink or the toilet.
That is completely different. That is a different issue. I have something wrong with my throat. You fuck. How dare you? It has nothing to do with being drunk. I can't breathe when that happens. How dare you? That's so insensitive in the podcast right now.
He acts like he's dying.
I can't breathe. I'd like to see how you react to not being able to breathe. It's not fun.
You can breathe.
No, I can't. I'm telling you I can't.
You panic.
No,
bro.
I can't.
You get drunk and you panic.
No,
That's
water
what's gonna
gets...
happen tomorrow. Pussy.